Hello all, this is Zimnala coming at you with another adventure in Quester, Osaka. We're gonna be continuing where we left off on our eternal quest to rid the crabs of their precious, precious home. Yeah, we are making inroads into exploring this lush and vibrant land. I see that gem, dude. Don't know how easily we're gonna be able to get to it, but we can give it a shot. The problem is that it's running towards a place we haven't mapped, so... Because if it runs over water, there's almost no chance of us catching it. Don't know where it went. I theorize it went up here, but it doesn't actually tell me anything. There we go. Give it a holder to get stuck on, and that's what we did. Power enhancer, huh? As you can see, it has reconnected with the other spots, so this one just gives us this. Okay, cute. This time we're gonna go straight north and try to solve out this corner of it. Yeah, we're absolutely not going to be able to finish this little corner, unfortunately. Oh, look, another one of you friends. Absolutely marked. We have reached max level for most of them. And they reach level 60. Well actually, that's quite nice actually. That's a nice one. That might make up for not having AP up. That is one I was waiting for the other one to get. That's like the pilgrimage stamp, but for free. This is probably as close as the other one was for all these areas from what we've seen. So. At least the pilgrimage stamp has another feature to it, which is that it gives us an extra boost to our AP. So we got the Drill Cylinder X, a melee injection sphere. Oh, it's got attack on it. It's got destruction. Unfortunately, it's intelligence-based, which doesn't fully help that character, but it's cool it's here. It's also a boost to drugs. What this does make it a candidate for this character. Let's come sort out this corner first. Oh, I didn't go the right way. So we got the bigger oil can, which is cute. We got the squeaky hammer, which is an HP up melee weapon. That's another shield. Figured we'd be running low around here, but you know, we got some good stuff explored. The whole right side of this place is actually sorted. Just gotta tear up this middle section. You know what I kind of miss is the roaming mini-bosses. I kind of liked that from the first game, even though they were pretty uncommon. I actually thought it was kind of fun to get chased around. Oh, another one of those. We've been enjoying that item quite a bit. So it's nice to get another one. Let's see, that other guy couldn't figure out how to come attack us, so he just kind of didn't. mean, life is hard as a tentacled monstrosity with no eyes, so I understand. Nice, we came full circle and cleared it out. Okay. And we can just basically go south next time and we'll be able to cut into that section too. Nice. Could potentially get right here and sort that out. That's it. Hey, they figured out how to attack. Good for them. They're all just beautiful meat. Hey, more gem geodes. I think that's an accessory. Yep, sure is. Boom, headshots, huh? Cute. Huh, attacking is hard. Well, I don't know if you're gonna be able to do it, my guy. He's trying like heck, kind of. That one has a chance. Nope, sure didn't. Hello, friend. Oh, it's a double friend situation. Oh, it's the big dudes. Man, execution's really doing a number on these dudes. Laser pistols, why not? So that's actually pretty good if we I wanted to light things on fire, but it of course uses an absolute butt ton of batteries up. Yeah, it's a new, I guess it's not new. I guess we already had one. Cool. Let's see what our friends are called. See if they got a nice name. Demonic Hilda Madoki. Just as a treasure trove, though, so we'll be happy about that. They're like the snip snaps, but different. Oh, look at you. There's probably a base in here, actually. Well, those ones didn't stand much chance. Well, look at that. Such treasures. I think Thunder Sword's new. Mechanical weapon, right? Right. Huh. Neato. Yep. We found Daiko Kucho. With a bunch of materials. Nice. And that gives us a new place to set up as a forward base. That's a full pack of EXP and materials. Look at you guys. There's gonna be some real expensive things to add together soon. I do suspect there's another boss or two along the way though, so we'll probably be able to get to, if I remember correctly, 72 was about where the first game ended. So, that seems likely. Cannon Gauntlet, huh? I think we saw this before actually. Hello, friends. They are having some trouble catching up to us, which is weird, because we're not even trying to get away. No, we did connect that spot up again. Well, they're kinda catching up. It's a fun game called Do We Run Out of Purification Powder or Do They Attack Us? But they finally made it happen. Good for them. I believed in you, buddy. Ah, look at that. such materials. Oh, it is good to clear out nooks and crannies, that way you don't have to go back for them. Oh, of course, another key. There we go, some more materials for us to play with. Another thing is that most of our characters are actually at nearly max level, so our material intake that way is gonna go down. I guess we should kind of go south and try to see what's down there, huh? Look at that, they got a double nibble off. Blam, blam, got a new gun. Right from the desert. We didn't go all the way south, but we did find another boss in the water. He looks beautiful and very majestic. Now that might be the case that there's only these two bosses left. They might be the last two. Because that would put us at 70... No, there might be another boss actually. There might be 2 more bosses. I remember 72 was usually where we ended up. So that first one would put us at 70. And the next one would be 72. So I bet the way onto the water is actually in that southern little bit, and then we go up the water up to where they're playing. That's my guess. Let's go sort that out. We got another projectile weapon. Let's see if this one's an improvement. I don't think so. At least not for what we got going on. But you know, if there's those like mini boss things, we haven't actually seen that boss, so there might be like one of those little bosses hiding in a corner, although it would be cool if it's wandering around. I mean, the cool thing about them is they always had top tier treasure. They didn't add to your party level, but they did give good treasure. Got another shield. One that has HP up and drugs. So we finally got a drug-based shield with HP on it. Fortunately, it's a little too late for that benefit. Oh, look at you, another little base. We got a bunch of materials. Okay. Cool beans. That probably makes it easier to go off on a journey across the water. All the flowers want to catch us, but they can't catch us. We're way too fast. Well, I'm gonna kind of move up to that middle section. We're gonna work our way south and around, and then when it reconnects, then we will do this. I'm pretty sure that's what leads to the final bit of the game. needed for our drilling. It also wouldn't surprise me if all the other bosses are behind the waterway. Like there could be like another little bit of land along the way, but on a different island. Maybe with like a little like a little home base that you have to find. I can't help but notice, but I think our HP count at this time is higher on certain characters. Like, I don't even think I have anything on you that raises your HP. No, I got one. That's it. Just the one. Huh. Guess you do have the HP up too. Huh, neato. Guess you're just a natural powerhouse. We'll accept it. A new item, the combat barbell. A barbell is a staple of weight training. This is a version of it modified for combat use. You have to be strong enough to swing it properly. Since you can be used for training, your HP will be increased when you use it. Of course it will. Who's gonna stop us? Well, that didn't go well for it. Free food. And a whole bunch of this. Well, food is just gonna turn out to be more materials later, so it works out for us. We're just giving us some upgrades to equipment. I like it. It took a little bit, but we reconnected with what we've learned. There's a little middle section we haven't gotten to. I don't know, like, how much of that we are going to get to. It depends a little on how much mushrooms we gotta chew through. And I also imagine we have to go around to get there. But maybe not. Okay. Actually, it's not looking too bad so far. It does still depend on how much of this is mushroom, though. Snip snaps. Snippity snaps. I think that was a flamethrower, right? Sure was. So it's one of the stronger of them, if you want straight up power. So, it's nice. Yeah, it's gonna take another loop through because it's got too much to clear. I think we about exhausted the chance of there being a boss right on this land plot, though. Looks like my instincts were correct on that front. Yep, and as you can see, we've cleared out every part but whatever's in this water area. Nice. I'll take the down barnacle. See what's in the pinata. What do you got? Kukuri, huh? Yep, it is a blade. Not too shabby. And we have reconnected with that missing little spot. Cool beans. Well, I actually have a decent amount of powder left, so let's see what's out here on this little island. Huh. Okay, interesting. We got new friends. Well, I recognize the trees. I didn't expect them to be in the water. We miss our multi-animal friends. Let's see what it's telling us about them. We got the man-eaters, of course, of course. We have our frequency chimeras, of course. These guys are treasure bags. Nice. So we're down to 5, of which at least one of them is a boss. And we see a different boss up there, so I'm gonna say at least 2 of them are new bosses. And there were 3 levels of these guys too at one point, so there's probably a 3rd level of this as one of them. Probably on an island somewhere. We will follow the land. We're certainly going to run out of stuff before it lets us do a lot here. But you know, we technically got onto the land. And that's looking a little bit more complex than I thought. There probably isn't a base right here. This is probably treasure. But this probably does loop up and around, so... I guess they're almost equally distant, but this one leads us past some food, which might give us a buff. So, I'm gonna choose that one. We still don't truly have ideal equipment either, but what we have is certainly probably going to work, so... It's true, we got some upgrades. So things I remember specifically are that we should basically recycle anything that we're not going to New Game Plus into and use it to upgrade anything that we are, so. You also don't want to carry anything you don't want to find, so consider that. I think I'm gonna follow the water to the west though, in case there's something interesting out there. At least get that off of the menu. Well, we did find a little island. Yep. I figured that there might be a little base out here in the middle of the lake. Is that really all there is to it? Oh, you better believe it. Okay. Okay, that's cool. Clearly we're gonna move out there for now. No, we're on land again. Hey, Schnippknaps. More muscle suits, of course. Ah, good, dead ends. Actually, this whole thing was a dead end. I actually am happy about that. That means I don't have to come this way regularly. So yeah, looks like this does loop here, maybe goes across here. This probably is a dead end. Maybe. There might be a base on it. There is a little section in the middle of it. Oh yeah, I don't need these extra ones of these. These are a lot of resources. Nice. That's a nice little windfall. Well, we can actually upgrade stuff. 2 more maxed outs. Yep, each one maxed out is another one I don't have to keep any of again. Now we can disassemble a couple of these. So which was the one I could do? I remember seeing one. Don't worry, it'll come to me as we go along. Who's this? Awesome. Well, I'm gonna take a short break and then maybe we'll mosey our way towards the end of the game. I'll see y'all in a few moments. Bye-bye, y'all.